Please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed.
Welcome back! Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're new here, thank you very much for pressing play. I hope you enjoy this reaction video. This is where I like to watch, react, and share my 2 cents about a couple of properties related to sci-fi and fantasy. I'm really excited right now to press play on episode 11. It's been a few minutes since I've pressed stop on episode 10, recorded my afterthoughts about it, and I am just jonesing to rewatch that episode because it was so good. I loved it. Okay, so this one here is titled Firstborn. Very interesting title. And I'm a firstborn. Are you a firstborn? Let me know in the comments. You just gotta write, yes, I'm a firstborn. Yay! Okay, so where we left off was quite dramatic. Sam and Dean have separated. What's gonna happen then? You know, because every time they separate, they come back at some point. So I look forward to now seeing what it's going to be that causes them to come back together. I'm getting used to the patterns. I likely should have been more aware of it and more used to it from like way earlier on, like season 3 at minimum maybe. But better now than never, right? Considering that I have, 6.5 more seasons to go. Or so. So yes, it's the journey of them being apart and coming back together at some point in the season. I'm assuming towards the end, likely. So let's see. And Castiel is in the middle between them two, so that's going to be fascinating. Not picking sides. Well, he never does, really, but he does lean more in terms of loyalty towards Dean. But maybe in this regard, they might have it where it's a bit more of an egalitarian situation, where he's choosing just to kind of be supportive of both, because he understands both sides, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna press play right now. So, here's my reaction for you. Enjoy! Jasper Springs. Oh, 1863! We're going back. If this is another time travel episode, you know I'm game for that.
Stand your ground no matter what happens. The knight must be protected.
Oh, they're protecting a knight? A demon knight? Hey! I know the face! His name! Okay. I love this music. Oh, he's a hunter. With a bone knife. Ooh, bring it on!
Let's see the next time I see you.
Dead, yes, rings a bell. Let's not dwell on the past, shall we? This bar is a bust. That waitress has trouble with a capital VD, and your prey, Gadreel, has left the building. So it's time to move on to more pressing matters, like destroying Abaddon.
He's gonna try to partner with Dean.
Not exactly the dying kind.
But there is something that can kill a knight. The weapon
The guy from...
archangels used to execute them. The first blade.
Never heard of it. Can I kill you now?
I've been chasing that blade for decades.
The bone thing the guy had and...
I'm here to see if there's anything in the John Winchester Memorial Library that might lead us to the first blade, to killing Abaddon.
You want to hunt? With me?
The first blade. Yes! Oh my gosh. This is definitely a pairing I didn't think I wanted, but I like it. I kind of thought it would be Sam and Crowley, to be honest. At some point, I don't know why.
Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, he picked up the protege that goes with Abaddon, but that's about all it says in here.
What do those numbers in the margins mean?
None of your business.
You're gonna play hard to get them. Time for a montage.
It's code. In my dad's storage lockers, he made something about the case there.
And what does the T next to the numbers mean?
Not a clue.
Fine. Let's go find Daddy's man cave then, shall we?
But how do I know this isn't a trap?
Well, you don't know.
You don't. That's what makes it fun.
Yes, it does. So you remember how I was saying they would soften up his character a bit? I guess, this is how they're making it serve the story, which is actually quite... I like it. I like it. Don't soften him up too much, though.
When I was human, you know, and to eat constantly was kind of annoying.
Yeah, a lot of human things are pretty annoying.
But I enjoyed the taste of food, particularly peanut butter with grape jelly, not jam. Jam I found unsettling.
So, what?
I like either or.
Jay?
No, I taste every molecule.
Not some of it's part-time.
What is that like?
It's overwhelming. Disgusting.
There's my answer.
I miss you, PB&J.
That's a meme right there. Healing sessions.
What?
Nothing.
You're a terrible liar.
Why,
That is
yeah.
not true. I once deceived and betrayed both you and your brother.
That's not the point. Guess. What's wrong?
I've noticed something. It's resonating inside you.
What?
Something angelic.
Okay,
Leftovers?
Maybe we should call Dean.
No. He wanted to go and he's gone. We'll handle this.
Until they have to call him.
So this really necessary? I mean, I've been inside your brother. We're practically family.
Listen to me.
Be careful.
We're the furthest thing from family. You got that, Dick Bang?
Oh, yeah.
Now you're a heartless heart.
Jensen and that stubble.
It's like my dad was working with another hunter when he nabbed Abaddon's bet.
I guess the T didn't stand for terrible father. It stood for...
Terror. Doesn't ring a bell. Alright, looks like...
Kind of looked like David Bowie.
Demon, and they exorcised him. But not before he mentioned the first blade.
I love it when I'm right.
Yeah, well, the rest of the file's into genius.
What, didn't they teach note-taking at Hunter's Hogwarts?
Hunters Hogwarts. If they had a school for hunters, that would be quite something.
And the departed shall remain, and the remains shall be the departed.
Okay, so when an angel leaves a vessel, they leave behind a piece of themselves. Like an angelic fingerprint.
Whatever you want to call it. This piece of the departed contains grace.
But you're saying there's angelic grace inside of me?
Yes.
Can it be used?
But the grace itself might be helpful. According to this, we may be able to use the grace that remains inside you to track Gadreel.
It's nice to see them using these resources.
Well, painfully.
Oh,
The Metaverse believed that you could perform a tracking spell with extracted grace, but they were never able to test the theory.
Well, they didn't have a guinea pig.
You have a guinea pig?
Oh my god, it'd be so funny if you really just came out with one.
Cass. I'm the guinea pig.
They need a pet.
Tara?
That's what the sign says.
Oh, look at those guns!
I hope so.
I aspire for those kind of arms very soon.
You Sam or Dean?
Dean.
Whoa.
Didn't you grow up pretty? Still in the family business?
Yeah, born and raised. Just a bunch of years back, you worked a job with my dad. Well, me and my associate here.
Ever since 92, I get a painful little tickle in what's left of my knee whenever a demon is around.
Oh.
So trusting. I'll go grab a latte while you get this sorted.
Did she implant that?
Devil's trap under the knockoff Persian jackass.
The carpet always gets them.
Yeah. This is my, associate.
Friends, besties, actually.
Not helping.
Not caring.
Look, I'm the king of hell. He's a Winchester. There's a reason why we're working together.
Yeah. It's called possession.
See? I'm good. Okay?
They need her on their team.
You and my old man found a demon who knew something about the first blade. We need to find that blade.
Well, hell. You are as handsome as John. And as dumb, too, if you're looking for that old relic.
We're hunting Night of Hell.
Why? They're all dead.
One came back. Abaddon.
We'd never heard of anything like the Knights of Hell, or a First Blade. Your dad thought he was lying, trying to save himself. We took him out. And we had a lovely weekend together.
Well, hey, why not?
Then we went our separate ways. But I could never let the blade go. Something like that could really give a hunter an edge, you know? I looked all over the world, destroyed my knee and my life. And all I found? A location spell for the blade that I could never finish.
I'm thinking the guy at the beginning who had it. It's probably in his gravesite.
I can help. Dean?
He wants Abaddon as dead as I do.
If your daddy could see you now.
Rub that in. That's mean. Really? You couldn't just kind of scrub it with your... maybe not.
You know, even if that blade is real, it ain't worth being bosom buddies with the King of Hell.
Abaddon? Way worse. I'll deal with Crowley after. Trust me.
You sound just like your dad. When he said he'd call me.
Oh! Lady scorned. That's awkward. Heartbreakers, these Winchesters. Yeah, I'm thinking so far it's going to lead them to that guy at the beginning, his casket or something.
Missouri. Figures.
Do you care to join us?
Him anytime. You, never.
Thank you.
Good luck, Dean. You're gonna need it.
Maybe not, because they're making references to it being seen, I think, afterwards, right? So...
Wait.
What?
I'm feeling something.
Cramps?
I feel something dark.
What, darker than you?
Ooh.
Oh no. We need to leave here now.
What are you, allergic to bees?
It's not a beekeeper. That's the father of murder.
Sorry, who?
It's Cain.
As in Cain and Abel.
Dean, we need to be a world away from here.
Wow! Wow.
You're not going anywhere.
Oh my god!
Crowley.
Alright, so tell me about this Cain.
Well, after Cain killed Abel, he became a demon.
What do you mean became?
Are you serious?
I mean, he became the deadliest demon to walk the face of the earth. Killed thousands. The best at being the worst. And then he just disappeared. Everyone thought he was dead. At least hoped he was.
He has a thing for bees.
Either of you keep bees?
It's very relaxing.
Serving tea! Got good manners?
There you are.
Oh my god.
They're dying, you know.
It's quite an effect.
Without bees, mankind will cease to exist. So, what are the King of Hell and a Winchester doing at my house?
You know who we are.
I'm retired. I'm not dead.
Mm-hmm. It's got gray hair.
More importantly, how you found me.
It's a funny story, really. Bit of a misunderstanding. We really should.
Ooh! Power!
Do that.
Can it be taught?
We're looking for the weapon the Archangels used to kill the Knights of Hell. The first blade. We need it to kill the Knight of Hell. Abaddon.
That's his married finger, too.
One last time, how did you find me?
We didn't. The location spell was for the blade. One-time deal.
Anyone else know you're here?
No.
Except her. Oh no, she doesn't know exactly. Oh.
Excuse me, ma'am. Wonder if you might have seen some of my friends pass through here. Big guy, funny ears.
I guess they're gonna try to take her down.
Hey, listen, pal. We're not leaving here without the blade.
You have quite a reputation, Dean. I see the part about you being brave rings true.
Well, what can I say? I'm an all-in kind of guy. Abaddon's the best Knight of Hell. And if you're out of the game, what the hell do you care if she dies?
If your friend here could talk, he would tell you that I trained the Knights of Hell. I built that entire demonic order with my own hands, Abaddon included.
God damn!
That no one knows, in fact, outside of Abaddon. It wasn't the Archangels that slaughtered the Knights. It was me.
Why did you turn on your own?
Once again, I admire your bravery. But if you'll excuse me, I have errands to run in town. Goodbye, Dean Winchester. Never return.
So in 1863, that was him trying to get rid of them.
This is the closest you've been to it. We're not leaving.
Will you listen to reason? For once?
Hey, he said he was going into town. Awesome. We wait till he's gone, come back, bust in, take what's ours. Got it?
How do you know he doesn't carry it with him?
Sam, the trials. You chose not to go through with them for a reason, didn't you? You chose to live rather than to sacrifice yourself. You and Dean, you chose each other.
Yeah, I did. We did. And then, Dean made a choice for me.
What Dean did...
It doesn't matter what Dean did. Look, I could have put a stop to all this, Cass. I could have closed the gates of hell.
Oh, Sam.
And Dean's gone, okay? This is on me now. And if I can find Gadreel, I can fix this.
It's nice to see them interact as much as they're showing. It's a nice change.
This is by far the dumbest idea you've ever had.
Yeah, well, it's early.
He's not dumb. He probably knows that that's what they would try to do.
Oh, there's nothing there. Shane, let's go.
Hey, sack up and start looking, okay? We don't have that much time.
Maybe there's a trap in there too. Cain. My gosh. Colette. Oh. Ah. Married. Ooh.
You'll never believe what the Winchester and Crowley found. Send backup. Send everybody.
Alright, well. Rest in peace. What was her name? Tara?
Now comes the part that will actually hurt.
It's actually hurting to look at it.
Distraction.
Nicely realistic looking. You're selling it, Jared.
Is it working?
Yeah.
What?
I need to push the needle in deeper with more grace in order to cast the spell.
Okay, do it.
Sam, if I get too close...
Damn it, Cass, just do it.
Happy now?
What the hell was that?
Your body is regressing to the state it was in before Gadreel.
Do we have enough grace for the summoning spell?
Dying
Or
again?
not, Cass?
No.
Oh, okay. He's ready to lay down his life for this.
Lovely.
Little plane. Who is she?
Cain had a similar ring on. Father of murder got hitched.
Did he have kids?
Come on.
That belongs to me.
Sorry. Gorgeous, by the way.
It's interesting seeing Crowley be so scared of someone.
I suppose they're with you.
No.
Just want the so-called king and the Winchester. I got a new master to impress, and I'm betting bagging those two will do just that.
Master. Abaddon. This lot will need to die. I count.
You to barricade the entrances.
You ready for a fight? Well, good luck with that. What?
You exposed my home. You exposed me.
Well, boo-hoo.
Brave, but impulsive. You truly have lived up to your reputation.
How much does he know about Dean?
You survive, you're welcome to join me for the last meal I will eat in this house before I disappear again.
It's the least I can do.
It's quite generous and hospitable.
Sam.
Keep going.
Why?
We have to find Gadreel.
No.
He's trying to do the right thing.
Why must the Winchesters run toward death?
No. Don't stop.
Sam. When I was human, I died, and that showed me that life is precious and it must be protected at all costs, even a life as pig-headed as a Winchester's.
Please. Please help me do one thing right.
I get it. I get it.
So this is your play? Corn? What am I
He's
not
cooking
doing?
now?
I mean, it's not like you're a cow.
Since when does the great Dean Winchester ask for help? Well, it doesn't sound like the man I've read about on demon bathroom walls. Let's find out.
Oh my god.
Don't mind me. Enjoy yourself.
He'll have dinner ready after the entire fight.
Doing great.
Okay, he's likely gonna step in. I'm sensing the point is that retirement is over. He's watching Dean's moves.
Isn't it past your bedtime? You're good.
Did Crowley make any effort to learn to fight at any point? Okay, I think I know what he's trying to do. He's testing Dean.
Some kind of a test.
Yeah.
I felt connected to you right from the beginning. Kindred spirits, if you will. You and I are very much alike.
Right. Yeah, except I didn't kill my brother.
You saved yours. Why?
Because you never give up on family. Ever.
Where's your brother now, then?
I wonder if they're going to give a different reason why he killed Abel. Oh, I want to know their version of Cain and Abel. Gotta be patient.
Hold on. Let's make a pinch.
Yes. What the hell?
It's probably be the best way to go about it, right? In increments.
And the grease?
Well, whatever grace was inside you is gone now. What's left of Gadreel is in here. We'll just have to try the spell with what we have.
Damn.
Sam, I want Gadreel to pay as much as you do. But nothing is worth losing you. You know, being human didn't just change my view of food. It changed my view of you. I mean, I can relate now to how you feel. The only person who has screwed things up more consistently than you is me. And now I know what that guilt feels like.
God, they're connecting on failure.
Know what it means to feel sorry, Sam. I am sorry.
I know.
No. That PB&J taught me that angels can change, so who knows? Maybe Winchesters can too.
That's nice. Nicely done to kind of flush out both their arc at this point. To some extent.
How? The spell brought us here, to you, so it has to be here.
Your spell brought you to the source of the blade's power.
Ah. What?
Really? Now?
Okay.
From Lucifer himself. The mark and the blade work together. Without the mark, the blade is useless. It's just an old bone.
Oh. Tethered.
The jawbone you used to kill Abel. Because he was God's favorite.
Abel wasn't talking to God. He was talking to Lucifer. Lucifer was going to make my brother into his pet. I couldn't bear to watch him be corrupted, so I offered a deal. Abel's soul in heaven for my soul in hell. Lucifer accepted. As long as I was the one who sent Abel to heaven. So I killed him.
Interesting. I never would have guessed something like that.
Then you met Colette.
She knew who I was. What I was. She loved me unconditionally. She forgave me. She only asked for one thing. To stop. When the Knights found out, they took retribution. They took Colette, so I picked the first blade back up. And it felt so good to have it in my hands again, and I slaughtered the Knights of Hell.
Not all of them.
Oh, okay, so that's Abaddon at that point.
Colette.
My love. Oh, she possessed her.
Answer me, Abaddon!
We can make this right. Can't we, Cain? Come back to us. Come back to me.
I'm done.
With the Knights? Or with me?
I'm done!
And so is she.
Oh my god.
No, stop it!
Enjoying the view? I know I am. Best seat in the house.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We will find Abaddon and I will kill her.
There's been enough killing. Promise me. You're better than all of this.
That was quite something.
Well, I'm sorry. Truly. But I have to stop Abaddon. So where's the blade?
No.
Hey, listen, you son of a bitch. You may be done killing, but I'm not.
You never give up on anything, do you?
Never.
So he's gonna train Dean? Somehow?
I've tried. I've tried, Colette, to see myself as you did. But I know who I am.
Okay, he's just gonna get back in the game? Join the Scooby Gang?
I know you watch over me still. But I need you to look away now.
I can't believe I'm watching Cain and Dean and Crowley.
The mark can be transferred to someone who's worthy.
You mean a killer like you?
Yes.
Can I use it to kill that bitch?
Yes. But you have to know with the mark comes a great burden. Some would call it a great cost.
Yeah, well, spare me the word labor. Yeah,
But he...
kill a bitch.
Good luck, Dean. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, get that line. Let's dance.
Oh my god, it's happening right now. But he's a demon. So... is he gonna be a demon too? Or it's just a mark thing?
I'm fine. Alright. Where the hell did you stick us the damn blade?
Nothing can destroy the blade, so I threw it to the bottom of the deepest ocean. It's the only way I could keep my promise to
He
Colette.
tells him now, after transferring that stuff to him.
Kill Abaddon, but make me a promise first. When I call you, and I will call, you come find me and use the blade on me.
Why?
For what I'm about to do.
No, he's gonna take them all on. Alright, let me see some good choreography here.
Trapped in there.
Or just red lights. Okay, that's fine. I get the point.
Was that it?
I'm afraid there wasn't enough, Grace.
Oh.
Gadreel another way. I'm sorry, Sam.
Well, at least he didn't die for that.
You're right. You're right about everything.
Oh. This time he willingly hugs him.
Alright.
Yes! Oh, I needed to see that.
As far as I'm concerned, Metatron is the key to fixing everything that's wrong. I'm gonna find him.
I just realized I think I needed them to connect with Castiel.
He was right, you know. You are worthy.
Oh, great. Now you're gonna get all touchy-feely, too?
Your problem, man, is that nobody hates you more than you do. Believe me, I've tried.
I've read enough comments from viewers about that subject.
I saw you, Crowley. Back at Cain's. You dusted that undercard demon, and then you just sat back and watched the main event. You knew. You knew about the mark. You knew about Abaddon and Cain. You knew all of it. And you played me.
You would never have given me the blade.
died. Thanks to you. Omens.
Demon.
Etc. After I kill Abaddon, you're next.
You don't mean that. We're having too much fun. Listen up. Even with a blade, we're going to need all the help we can get against Abaddon.
Well played, man, Crowley.
It's always something with you boys, isn't it?
Understatement. That could be Supernatural subtitle. Wow! Mind-blowing episode. I think this season is going to bring back the feels I had from like season 3, 4, and 5. And a bit of season 2 and the first half of season 1. I like it. I don't know what to make of it. I definitely have to rewatch it, but before I do, I'm just going to take faith in the feedback I get to clarify some of my confusion. I don't know if I'm just confused, like, of my own making, which likely is the case, or that it's kind of hard to almost believe it's just as simple as the fact that Dean's just got a mark now that makes him powerful, and that's just that, and it's inherited from Cain. That's just that. Okay, anyway, I don't need to pick a scene, because I think it's quite clear what scene is the most crazy, but also just nicely tied into the whole thing explained in season 4 and season 5. With Michael, Lucifer, and what the angels told Dean when they went back in time the second time around to kill their parents when oh my gosh, I forgot her name. I'm so sorry, but you know, the Chiquita angel, not a good replacement. Sorry, was it Anna? Okay, anyway, the scene is the reveal of Cain. Like, as a character, as an embodiment. And I've watched the Lucifer series, and there are a variety of biblical characters. Without giving spoilers, let's just say, when it comes to Adam and Eve, that version of the story, it was depicted in a way that makes me all the more enthusiastic. Enthusiastic to see what they're going to do with this character. And the bit of backstory of why he killed Abel, I didn't think they would just kind of answer it really in like one conversation, but it's very interesting. Abel was being corrupted by Lucifer, and he made a deal. So I like the twist to kind of sympathize with Cain, because we're getting his version of the story. Whereas the world has a different version of Cain being this brother who was jealous and, you know, killed his little brother because of that. And, gosh, it's quite profound. And then Crowley setting it all up from the very beginning. Part of me is kind of a little bit disappointed it wasn't really him being afraid of... Well, maybe he was afraid of him, but I guess he was just exaggerating his reaction. But it was entertaining nonetheless. And now it's a whole thing with Dean and this mark. It's the parallel that I just find so interesting that they've now solidified. Cain, Dean, Abel, Sam. But the difference is, which I'm glad there is a difference, is that Dean saved Sam, whereas Cain didn't. Well, he kind of did in a way, because, I mean, he saved Abel from a terrible fate that he would have had he allowed him to be corrupted by Sam. Cain coming into the story is absolutely cool. And the actor, I gotta go look up his name. Don't worry about it. You don't have to put in the IMDb. That's what I'm gonna check. But just rest assured that I know the face. It's just the name. And the character he plays on Lucifer, if you've seen that episode, hopefully you can imagine just the interesting irony of the character he plays in this show. It's brilliant casting. And he technically played Cain before the role he ended up getting on Lucifer, so chances are the connection from this show led him to that show. And I'm aware of the similarities between the shows, so you don't need to harp on that in the comment section. I'm quite aware of that. I've been lectured enough on that particular fact. Okay, yeah. Now I'm thinking Ashamoji wise, it's another 5 people! Oh my gosh, I think this is the first time in a long while since, because I didn't do Ashamoji ratings before, and I know some of you don't care for them, but it's okay. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's for me. This is how I break down my feelings towards episodes. I'm not the type that just blindly gives everything a 10. It's just not how I roll. Not with this show. I think this show deserves, with all the work they've put in, where it's fantastic, I like to acknowledge it, and where it's not, I like to acknowledge it too. And that's just how I roll, whether you like it or not. And so it's 5 Ashamojis. It's an excellent episode. This is the 2nd episode in a row. This definitely makes me even more anticipating a fantastic season. And again, like I said, I know I'm repetitive. I want that feeling I had watching the Kripke era series. I want that feeling to come back, and I'm getting it. I'm getting it. And okay, I'm gonna now comment on something that I hope not to ruffle any feathers. And if I do, well, I'll take your comments and grace for those, for a few of you that might email me your response to what I'm gonna say. I just want to kind of clear the air, because I'm becoming self-aware from this episode where my reluctance was coming from when it came to taking in Castiel as a character, the angel version, not the human version, where I just was so resistant to kind of include him. And it's so weird, as a coincidence in a sense, that I get this closure from this episode when I literally just came from kind of mentioning it very recently, that for me it's about the Winchesters only, Sam and Dean. So the scene where they are showing them connecting through their failures, which I found interesting, their connection together was so nice to see. The way they hugged, and I uttered out loud, that's what I needed to see to kind of reconcile my resistance towards Castiel. So I'm going to try to break it down here without being too long-winded. Essentially, I've been resistant to Castiel because I didn't like this uneven relationship with Castiel and Dean and Sam. I kind of, whenever Castiel comes in the picture, okay, I'm just going to plainly say it, whenever he's in the picture, it always seemed to me as if Sam was kind of the third wheel. And that didn't sit well with me. I wanted a balance. And I think this episode finally gave it to me, and I hope it stays. And I hope it doesn't revert back to this unequal thing where he's just only connected to Dean and he's not connected to Sam. And it's like, kind of like, why? Why would you have this dynamic of kind of brothers where one favors the other and doesn't really try to connect with the other? And I'm not saying that, please don't get me wrong in thinking that as if, because I know you could argue, well, siblings don't always get along. You always get, I'm the oldest of 4, so I know that, okay? I'm closer to one sibling than others. But I mean, for the sake of the show, for me as a viewer, it bothered me a lot, and I didn't want to over-articulate it too much, but I have mentioned it. Hence the back and forth exchange with some viewers about Castiel and my take on him and my perceptions of him. But the point is, not to drag this on any further, is I got what I wanted. I wanted that connection with Sam to kind of now bridge them together as a unit. So that Sam, Dean, and Castiel can feel more as one main Winchester family at the moment. Now, things don't change overnight. I need to see more consistency with that to really kind of bring Castiel into the real fold of my heart, because it's still really just Sam and Dean for me, but my resistance is lowered now because of what they're showing and what I hope they're implying, a deeper or an evolving relationship that's going to be on a more equal playing field with Sam and with Castiel, so that Dean will have his thing that connects him with Castiel, and Sam will have his thing that connects him to Castiel, and Castiel is kind of the bridge, the official bridge between the two. And there's no picking and choosing one being better than the other. I hope anyway. And for those of you, mind you, this is not judgment on those of you that just straight up, you're more of a Dean and Castiel fan than you are a Dean and Sam fan. And as weird as that may sound to me, because I just can't fathom a viewer being a fan that way, considering the show is revolved around Sam and Dean, but I could understand. But there's no judgment on you as a viewer for that. I'm just saying, for me, to me, it's either Sam and Dean or all three, but I gotta feel good about what Castiel represents between the three. Okay, that's enough on that. You know my rating about this episode. There you have it. That's my reaction to episode 11 from the 9th season of Supernatural. I hope you've enjoyed my reaction, and I definitely look forward for any tidbits you know about this episode. Share what your initial thoughts and reaction to the reveal of Cain and this first blade thing. I think that's so clever. And it's a nice touch on this demon blade that they got from season 3, right? And how it's been their staple thing to kill demons, and to know that there was an original one. That's really clever. Very clever. Nice. Very good lore. So, it's good. It's good. Okay. So, yes. If you want access to my full reaction to this episode, uncut, unfiltered, with extra commentary in between scenes, some paused moments between me and my members, details on how to join my club is in the description box below for you. So, until my reaction to episode 12, and I'm crossing my fingers it's gonna just get better, since quite a number of you have said that season 9 is one of your favorite seasons of the series, and I think it just might become one of mine. Anyway, until then, thanks again for tuning in. Peace out.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.